Hey, it's the Kick Back Chit Chat. Roll up a zigzag and drink a six pack. I know y'all with that. Shout out to the homies, Mr. Wody and Big Sack. Get stacks. Nigga never ever been mixed match. Only when I bought a nigga to get a mixed match. What's happening with it, everybody? It's your boy Cuddy J. I'm back with y'all with the Kick Back Network. Yes, it's a season 3, episode 1. I'm back like I left some y'all to Kick Back Chit Chat on the Kick Back Network. And it's been a year, almost a year, since I've done the last Kick Back Chit Chat episode. And I told you guys I was going to come back doing my pre-recorded shows after I got my watch hours up. And I got to pat myself on the back, guys. And by the way, before I even start off anyway by telling y'all about all my accolades and everything that's been going on since I haven't been doing the Kick Back Chit Chat, I want y'all to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You can hit that dislike because you know I like all the smoke. Also, you can comment and you can share with your friends and family and give me your perspective about what you think about tonight's episode. And yes, man, it's been a crazy year, man. I gotta say, man, I've been monetized. I'm fully monetized on YouTube now. My channel is worked up to the hours now where I'm required to get paid in all kind of ways now. It feels so good. That's why I haven't been doing my pre-recorded shows. I've been in the YouTube live field, guys. And when I tell y'all, look here, guys, when I tell y'all, that YouTube live chat room is crazy, man. If you them trolls are off the chain. If you ain't ready for the trolls, you ain't ready to go live on YouTube. But you ain't ready to go live anywhere, really, when you dealing with people that's strangers to you. They not your friends. But some of them end up becoming cool people, man. But like I said, I've been enjoying that live, man. I don't know if it's a different audience than it is when they watch the pre-recorded shows. But I built a big fan base. I got a bunch of subscribers off the live. I hope the live people that watch the live chat transition to watch the pre-recorded shows just as well as they watch the live. And people who watch the pre-recorded shows, y'all watch the live shows as well. But yeah, man, it's the Kick Back Chit Chat, man. It's been since January since I gave you guys a Kick Back Chit Chat. And I got stuck in that live world, man. Them live streets are different. They're just different, man. And I like to congratulate myself, man. And shout out to all my new subscribers, man. Shout out to all you old subscribers that been with me, man. That's been hanging out with me, man, holding it down with me from the beginning. Some of y'all that came in the middle part, some of y'all still been holding me down and been supporting. I appreciate you guys, you new subscribers, man. There's more shows to come. This is just the Kick Back Chit Chat. I'm about to start back doing Cut Occasion, the Kick Back Podcast show when I interview guests. But I want to get back to the pre-recorded shows, guys. I'm going to still do the live. But it's too many topics to be talking about that I'm missing out on that I can be putting on the Kick Back Chit Chat instead of discussing them on the live chat because the trolls don't give you a chance to talk about the things you want to present to them or inform them with the news or whatever like that. They don't want to listen to you. They want to sit there and crack jokes and distract you. If you let it distract you anyway, but my whole point of doing a show anyway, to give you informative news, I want to be able to tell you the news or share it with you or give you my perspective without you distracting me and me not being able to complete what I'm trying to say. So that's why I'm back with the Kick Back Chit Chat. You guys hit that subscribe button. And tonight's show, we're going to talk about tonight's show. If you look at that thumbnail, you all see it. It says Charleston White, him and Say Cheese. He's down, talks Say Cheese. And he's saying that he made a statement on YouTube doing a Say Cheese interview saying that he's bigger than YouTube and everybody else. He has surpassed everybody on YouTube. He's bigger than YouTube. Say Cheese ain't worth that no more. Well, I'm going to say it like this. I'm not going to say he said, I'm not going to say he down talk Say Cheese. He's saying Say Cheese is a good hell of a platform. But when you go to platforms like Say Cheese and people like other platforms, he put a bad name on his name. Like they always having the titles. When he's on Say Cheese, it's always a negative thing about Charleston White. So he doesn't get the other outlets. They don't get the negative part of him. So when it slows down his money. But let me stop doing all talking. I'm gonna let y'all listen to what he said, and I'm gonna play the clip. Let y'all hear it, and y'all tell me what y'all think about it.
Oh man, here we go. We about to close out the year with a classic, man. We had to get Charleston White back, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm getting too big for YouTube interviews.
Why you say that?
Because everybody's stuck here. Everybody's going to streaming. YouTube is making it harder for black content creators to make money more than any social media platform. That's why all black content creators have to go through. And it's not that they're making it hard. They're just changing rules that they're not telling anybody about. And it's the least paid platform. And this is the only, my YouTube interviews with black content creators is the only thing that projects me in a negative light, based on the titles and the thumbnails. And that's just other people outside of our culture looking at brand and marketing when you're coming through YouTube interviews. So that's why a lot of major celebrities won't do a YouTube interview with a YouTube platform unless it's the Breakfast Club or Joe Rogan, because you guys take it in between you and your demographics, writes the narrative. So for example, I got a liquor deal that's on the table. All of my Say Cheese TV negatives titles paint me in a different light, paints me in a negative light when brands and sponsorships look at me from your brand, because everything says Charleston White goes off, so it paints me as being angry, aggressive, violent.
You just heard right there. And as you heard Charleston White, what he just said right there, he's and for what I get out of that, like he said, the $10,000, he's gonna get $10,000 off Say Cheese. I guess Say Cheese pays him $10,000 to go on the show. He know he gonna do numbers on there anyway, and Say Cheese gonna get his money back anyway for paying Charleston White that money anyway. But with Charleston White saying that these outlets don't give him good, they don't do his name good for these bigger outlets, and he had made it so big past YouTube is where he's trying to get everybody to convert to the streaming life. But what I think Say Cheese later on in the interview was saying how he doesn't it's different strokes for different folks. In other words, he was making it seem Charleston White kind of in a way was shitting on other YouTubers. I ain't gonna say he was shitting on Say Cheese, because a lot of outlets like Vlad, No Jumper, Say Cheese, Cam Capone, Order Dialogue, you got $1 Million, you got all these guys, Drink Champs. I'm not gonna say Breakfast Club because that's a radio station, but you got a lot of these platforms, man, these big platforms that doing well off of YouTube. And most of them are not even podcast channels. They just regular YouTube channels. You got Gully TV, you got MREC TV, you got Doggy Diamonds, you got plenty of other. You got what's the guy named Jesse Lee Peterson. It's a bunch of platforms that are doing well. It's the Star Report, the Star in the Morning. They do well. Boss Talk Radio, Boss Talk 101. It's a bunch of platforms that's out there that's doing good in YouTube. And Charleston White, what I think Charleston White, this is what I think about Charleston White. He ain't did nothing but what every other nigga did once they got in the game. Got into they got their feet wet, and they forgot where they came from, and all the outlets that looked out for them and put them in a position where he was at. And I'm not gonna say Charleston White, the platforms made Charleston White big. I think Charleston White made most of the platforms he got on bigger than what they was at. Until they probably wasn't about nothing until he got on there. Say Cheese was doing numbers, but Say Cheese wasn't doing the numbers he was doing with Charleston White numbers. At least he had Charleston White on there. or it was some beef with Yellow Bees them, or Go Yayo them, or Trap Boy Freddy. They weren't even doing numbers like that. Real life street stars, Boss Talk 101. They were using Charleston White a lot when he first came in. He stopped fucking with them. They still do. I don't really see real life street stars that much no more. I think they've been running. They've been having. The reason why I'm name dropping a bunch of platforms, especially around here in Dallas, because this show is about platformers and YouTubers, people who got podcasts and YouTube channels that Charleston say he's too big for now, and these are platforms that Charleston White has been on, and he hasn't been on them in a while. And I don't think nothing has to do with the money issue. I think they kind of like fell out with Charleston White on some personal shit. He didn't want to fuck with him no more. But I think say Cheese Shawn Cotton, he took offense to what Charleston White was saying. I watched most of the interview anyway. I watched at least 75, 80% of the interview. And they was going back and forth debating on the goods and bads about YouTube or this streaming and not streaming. And Shawn Cotton was like, I don't have to stream. That's not my thing. That's a DJ Academics thing. That's a Aiden Ross thing. That's a what's the dude name? Sinner, whatever his damn name. That's what they do. So I mean, that's different strokes for different folks. It goes back to we saying different strokes for different folks. And what I'm starting to think though, hold on, I'll be right back. I need to find my lighter. Now let's go back to what we was talking about where Charleston White, you know, he had outgrown his surface. He's been telling us from the beginning that he's in character. This is more than just YouTube. He's trying to be more than YouTube. He's in the comedy now. He's in the movies now. He's not trying to be just on the YouTube and the podcasting world. And a lot of us are really just not. This is not our aim. You know, when I started podcasting and saying that I want to do podcasting, even to this day, I've said it's more than podcasting with me. I want to go further than just with podcasting. I want to I want to make this a stepping stone to get to another position, you know, and rub my shoulders with some other people, you know. And that's what my whole thing was with the podcasting as well. But at the same time, I'm not. It kind of like segues into that new other topic they talking about that's going on about F the streets. It's an F the streets movement going on right now, and a lot of that. I want to talk about that in the topic by itself. But they kind of like segues off of what Charleston White's doing. Charleston White's pretty much saying F the streets now, and this is what he caters to. Now that term F the streets, I think people are taking it a little bit too far with it. They getting mad about the situation or what people saying when people say it, how they saying it, what they mean. And I think a lot of people are taking it wrong too. And a lot of people are saying it wrong as well too. A lot of people are saying it the way they put what they're saying. They just not putting a definition behind it to make it clear to people. Then you have people who are saying it in a way where they don't understand it either. So like, let's just say for example, you not finna say fuck the streets, but you catering to the streets. Whatever you doing is catering to the streets. Is for the streets. Like you can't be saying F the streets and you rapping about the streets. If you gonna say F the streets, you need to rap about the Bible then, and rap about toys and happy shit and make Barney songs, make Sesame Street type of songs. If you're gonna say F the streets, then it's another way of saying. My way of saying F the streets is like I'm saying F the streets. I'm not finna be out there hustling, standing on the corner, drinking all day, doing little boy, young boy shit, out there committing crimes. That's not what I'm finna. I'm not saying F the streets in that way. That's my way of taking the F the streets part. My way of saying F the streets is like, hey, leave those streets alone. The streets ain't for you. It don't got nothing to offer you. If you got a little son, you don't want him to go in those street lights. You gonna let him know the streets ain't for you, man. It's gonna slow you down and shorten you up on. It's gonna give you arrested development. So if you got a young kid like me, your son like me that's 10, you want to have that mentality, man. Them streets ain't for you, man. Don't go to the streets, they ain't for nobody. They don't love you. Then you got the people who come from the streets who've been through it. The streets made them who they are. The streets made them who they are. The reason why some people the way who they are because of the streets. They still got to get they still get they cater. They cater like if a guy that sells plates. For example, I don't mean the name. My boy Little Richard, Whack Pack. You get your Whack Pack. If Whack Pack say fuck the streets, they're like saying fuck all this goddamn clientele that buy plates from him. Because everybody that buy plates from him is from the streets. Me saying fuck the streets, shit, half of my people that watch my fucking podcast channel, they from the streets. So I'm saying fuck them. So why would I say fuck the streets? Nah, I need the streets. That's who I am. I'm with the streets. But my way of saying fuck the streets now, fuck the streets mentality. Fuck what's going on in the streets. And I think that's what people getting it misconstrued at, and that's why it's going back and forth on that debate. And that's exactly what Charleston White was talking about, basically with the podcasting thing. The YouTube ain't nothing but the streets now. He's trying to get out of that. And that's what it is. YouTube is the streets now. Social media, all that is the streets. Everyone get their news from YouTube, and they put Twitter get it off YouTube, Facebook get it off YouTube, Instagram get it off YouTube. Everything happens on YouTube. Every video, every situation gets presented on YouTube or TikTok and Instagram. And that's how we get the news. It's the streets now. I'm happy, guys. I'm back in a better position now. It's the Kick Back Chit Chat. I want to see how this thing gonna work now. We doing the pre-recorded shows, like I say. I'm back doing the Kick Back podcast show as well. Anybody want to come sit down on the couch and be a guest co-host? Anybody want to come on and be a guest? Period. I'll let your boy. The Kick Back Chit Chat's gonna always be here too. Whether I have a guest or not, I got this show. I also can go live with the Kick Back Live for you guys. But yeah, man, y'all hear what Charleston White had to say about YouTubers, man. And you watched the episode with him and Charles Say Cheese was going back and forth with each other about he's better than YouTube, and I guess a lot of people were trying to make it seem like he shitted on Shawn Cotton. But is this the last of Charleston White and Shawn Cotton? Is Charleston White burying Say Cheese TV like he did Boss Talk and Real Life Street Stars and the Dancer Project? Now y'all notice there's been 3 platforms. There's one thing I noticed about Charleston White. Whoever he glued too tight with, whoever he gravitates to real quickly with, they end up falling out. Just think about Anton Daniels. Him and Anton was running hard together for a minute. He was fucking with Boss Talk 101 for a minute. Real tough. He was going to Real Life Street Stars real tough for a minute. He was going to the Dancer Project for a minute. Say Cheese. Now it's Say Cheese. Ain't this crazy, y'all? This is how this blogger world works, man. This is why I ain't on nobody's team. I'm not on nobody's side because nobody ain't on my side. I've been having interviews. I've been doing live interviews on my live and stuff, man. And it's like every time I interview somebody, man, people come at me like I'm the enemy and shit. Like I'm the one talking about them. Call the nigga that's calling your name out. Go to them. Inbox them. Message them. I gotta tell everybody. If your name get mentioned on my show, especially if I'm not the one bringing it up anyway, if I am bringing it up, you have the right to come on this show and defend your name and speak your piece and let everybody hear your side of the story. Cause like I said, I'm not on nobody's team. I know I'm not trying to be that guy that's the messy show. I'm just trying to run my show like I've been doing it, man. The kickback, just kick back and chill. Y'all remember how if anybody been watching my show from the beginning, man, this show was built to give people flowers and share stories, man, and crack up and have laughs and shit. It never really intended to go to where is at now anyway. I never had the vision where I got now where it's at. And I understand now, shit, the podcasting game or the interviewing game now, shit, 99% of it, well, 90% of it is mess. You gotta have mess now to get for people to want to click on your shit now, because that's what everybody like. But what y'all think about YouTubers, man? Y'all let me know in them comments, man. Y'all like, y'all subscribe. It's the Kickback Network. It's your boy Cuddy J, and I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball, and I'm out at y'all. Yeah.